Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily Freybler. So today's video I'm going to be sharing how I'm going to refresh my blonde. As you can see, a lot of color has come through. I believe I did this in November and it is now March, so about like 4 months ago. So I'm definitely due for a refresh. So I mainly need to update this area obviously, and then a little bit in the back. And then I wear my hair up a lot, so I'll show you. Like there's a ton of new growth here, so want to make sure that I have a lot of that color when I pull my hair back. And I'll do maybe 1 or 2 foils down here as well to get a little bit of color. So we're not going to use a lot of foils today. If you want, you can go watch ElleBangs video. I will link it down below where she does her Babylights technique. I'm going to basically be following that, but I am going to be doing ones around this area as well to bring this back, as well as like this area here. She just did a few foils here and some in the back, and that was it. Which is great if you wear your hair down a lot, but I wear it up a lot as well. So I want to make sure I have that color going on too. Everything I'm using is going to be the same as when I did my highlights in the first place. So I'm going to be using L'Oreal Quick Blue. This is the same stuff I had from back then. Same with the developer, 20 volume developer. You need gloves, obviously. I have the same box of foils. So again, this isn't like costing me anything extra other than my toner, which we'll get to that later. So same box of foils. You need like a brush, a comb. This one has like a little metal pick on it so you can pull out pieces and weave the hair, very important. Some clips, which probably actually won't need the clips. To mix everything up, you need a bowl. For the toner, I like to use the Well Color Charm Demi Permanent Cream Hair Color and use it with the activating lotion. So these two together, the color I'm going to be using today is 9NA Light Natural Ash Blonde. To apply that, I'll probably use this bottle. I might end up using the bowl and brush. And this shirt I'm wearing already has a bleach stain, so I'm not worried about it. Although, since we're not doing very much of the hair today, since I'm majority blonde, and I just want to touch up the roots, I'm not worried about getting stuff on here. So I'm gonna do 1 scoop. I'm honestly gonna eyeball the developer, but you can follow the instructions on the back of the tub. You want it to be a little bit more of a runny consistency. Probably honestly didn't need this much mix. I probably could have done half a scoop, but I would like to make sure I don't have to mix up more. I'm using 20 volume developer just so I have more work time. It's gonna be a little bit easier and then I don't have to rush by any means. So basically what I'm gonna be doing are Babylights. So I'm gonna be taking it from this center area here. I'm gonna be doing small sections of the hair. That is not a small section, Emily. So I'm gonna leave out some of this front section here because we are going to be working like this area as well. And weave. If you feel like something is too big, you can always just take a section out. And then I'm just going over the darkness. Everything else will be left out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15 foils, I think, on my head. So we'll see how this goes. I used way too much bleach, by the way. Like way too much is left over, but that's okay. I could have used like 1/4 of a scoop or half a scoop, but oh well, you live and you learn. So we'll see how this develops. I'm gonna wait around 45 minutes. I'm just gonna check on these periodically and see how they're doing, and then I will rinse it in tone. Here we are after I washed out all of the bleach. I ended up leaving it in there for 45 minutes after I was done, and now we need to tone everything. So originally I was gonna just do the top first, which I will definitely start with the top because that is like, you know, where I did all the fresh blonde, but it's really not that much of a different color as the bottom of my hair, because the bottom of my hair definitely needed to be toned as well. So again, like I said, I'm going to use 9NA, and I'm going to use the whole tube because, like I said, I am doing my full head. If you were just doing the top part, don't use the whole tube. The great thing here is that the bottle has all the measurements we need. Each tube is 2 fluid ounces or 2 ounces. And I believe it's a 1:2 ratio. Yep, so you're gonna do 1 part this and 2 parts the activating lotion. Make sure you get activating lotion and not 10 volume developer. This is a lower developer and it works way better. It doesn't lift the hair after you put it on. So you can use it more like a toner and versus product that lifts and deposits. It still lifts and deposits, but not as much. So I'm going to measure 4 ounces of the activating lotion first. We already know the tube is 2 ounces, so measure this first. Then I believe it says to develop for 20 minutes. So I am gonna be starting with the top of my head and like closer to the roots, and then we'll move to the ends. Make sure you shake this very, very well, and then you just apply. I just kind of like rub it in. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes starting now.
It's the next day, and here is what the hair looks like. I will show you in better lighting, but I thought I didn't have stuff to do a root tap, so that's why I didn't do one yesterday. If you didn't know what a root tap is, you basically use a little bit darker of a color than your toner, and you literally tap it on your root just to blend where everything meets, you know, so it just softens that area. You don't want to go too far or anything unless you want that color brought down, but the whole point for me was bringing that color up. So I just like to do it for these pieces, like blending it, and I feel like since my hair is so ashy, for some reason it comes out pretty brassy, just like very close to the root there. So what I'm going to be using, and what I used last time when I did my hair in November, was this from Color Charm. It's literally the same stuff as the Demi Permanent color, but in the shade 8N, Light Neutral Blonde. I don't know if they have an 8A. They might still, but they changed some of their colors recently. So what I'm gonna do is do a very small amount of this. You don't need much, especially because I only did, you know, like, what did I do? 14 foils on the head, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. So same thing, using activating lotion and everything. I'm gonna start with a small amount. So normally altogether this is like 6 ounces. I'll probably use like an ounce or something, but I have a food scale. If you don't have one of those, this is gonna be more difficult. I am going to be doing this in a bowl with a brush just so I can have more precise of an application. So you wanna do 1:2 ratio. So if I did 1/4 of an ounce of this, I'm gonna do 1/2 of an ounce of this. Okay, I think I am gonna start with 1/4 of an ounce and just like see how much that looks like, because that'll end up being 0.75 ounces. If I do a half of an ounce of this, then it'll be double of that altogether. It'll be like 1.5 ounces. Okay, 0.3 ounces. And then since I gotta do double of that, I'll do, so altogether it's gonna be 0.9, so 0.6 of the activating lotion. The only reason I didn't do 0.25 is because my scale literally only does 1 decimal place. Okay, so this is all the stuff I need. I think that's gonna be plenty of root tap stuff. So I'm literally just gonna go in and tap it at the root. Like, you don't need to go very far because we don't want to cover up all the hard work we did, you know? And I mainly need to focus it on this area because that's the area that you're gonna see the most. And then along my hairline as well. Okay, so since I did multiple foils, obviously, I'm gonna just kind of section it and go through just a few areas. All right, now we just wait 20 minutes and then I rinse. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. All right, you guys, here is my final hair. I love it. I'm very, very happy with it. Just doing the root tap helps it blend a little bit better into the rest of my hair, like the roots and everything. So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Bye, guys.